This is a list of all the properties of equality. So what you're looking at are the symbols. This is kind of telling you what that property of equality means. So for example, if I'm talking about the reflexive property of equality, it means no matter what I have, letter A, is going to equal itself, letter A. So if I'm using the reflexive property, I could have 0 and it's going to equal 0. I could have like Z and it's going to equal Z. I could have a frog or a flower and it would equal a flower because that's what that property tells me. Okay. The symmetric property, it's like a mirror image. It's going to reflect itself back and forth. So it's symmetrical. So if I had x plus y, the symmetric property would equal y plus x. Okay, I could use the property of symmetry that way. Or I could have x equal to y and y equal to x. That's what the symmetric property does it. I could have one thing telling me x equals 1, and I would use the symmetric property to turn it around so that it's 1 equals x. Okay, so it just kind of flops it around. The transitive property tells me if two things equal the same thing, then they must equal each other. Okay, so if I think the example I used in the notes was height. So if Sheldon is the same height as Ryan and Ryan is the same height as Justice, then Sheldon must be the same height as Justice. So they equal each other. Okay, that's what this is telling me. It doesn't matter what I have here. It can be any type of symbols, but if two symbols equal the same thing, then they must equal each other. Addition property tells me I can add the same amount to both sides of an equation. Subtraction tells me I can subtract the same amount to both sides of an equation. Multiplication tells me I can multiply the same amount to both sides of an equation. Division tells me I can divide the same amount to both sides of the equation. Substitution is telling me I can take something out and plug something different in that has the same value, just like a substitute teacher. Okay, you take out your regular teacher and you put a substitute teacher in their place. I hope this helps.